So in these kind of questions, NDB or let's say VWAR, English is very important. Like it doesn't matter whether you know in and out of NDB, but if you don't read English properly, you are going to make a mistake. So let's read this question. Aircraft is homing, that means it is going towards, right? It is homing means going towards, going to NDB while maintaining a relative bearing of 0. For example, if this is your station, okay, let's say you are going from here. So relative bearing is nose to station. So if you draw a straight line, so relative bearing is still 0 degrees, correct? Or for example, if the aircraft is here, correct? So it is facing 180. This is its heading, and with respect to station, it is here, right? So from nose to station, this is relative bearing 90 degrees. But you know the question says relative bearing is 0. So the nose is pointing exactly towards station. If the magnetic heading decreases, see it says homing with relative bearing of 0. That means it is always maintaining 0, correct? So he is asking which drift the aircraft is experiencing. See, for example, let's say the winds are here, from here, hypothetical winds are here. Now imagine always with respect to the pilot in the cockpit, this is his right side, this is his left side, right? Now if the winds are like this, the aircraft will go to the left, but the pilot wants to go home with relative bearing 0. So he will point the aircraft like this, right? Now what is the heading of this aircraft? This is relative bearing 0. Heading of this aircraft is 090 because it is going east, correct? This aircraft will maintaining a heading of let's say 135 degrees, right? Then even now relative bearing is equal to 0. Now in the question it says magnetic heading should decrease. In this case it is increasing, right? So now this is not the scenario. Let me take a new color and try out the opposite scenario. Now let's say the winds are from here. In the second case, we will assume the winds are from here. Now if the winds are from the left, the aircraft drifts towards its right. So the drift is towards the right is called as starboard drift. If the drift is towards the left, in the first case, this is called as port drift, right? Now in this case, this is starboard drift. Now see, if he doesn't do anything, the aircraft will is blown away like this. So what will the pilot do? He will try to point like this. So he is always pointing 0 degrees. That's why relative bearing is 0. But if relative bearing is 0, but now what is this heading? It is less than 90. So let's say 75 degrees. It fits the question, right? So heading decreases. So the aircraft is experiencing drift towards right. This is called as starboard drift. The answer is right drift. So it should be B. I don't know what answer is given, what answer is given, but this is the correct answer, right drift.